you've obviously only been at Oregon for a short period of time, but what is it going to mean for you knowing that you're playing your last regular season college football game on Friday?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe on the day I'll probably be more emotional. I woke up this morning, I was like, dang, this is senior week. Like, this is crazy, I've just enjoyed my time here, meeting new friends and enjoying this experience, and I'm just very thankful for it.
And this is your first Civil War, but what do you kind of know about the rivalry? Have your teammates told you anything about kind of how big this game is?
No, not really, but I know how big it is. Every rivalry game for any team is going to be big. We hate them, they hate us, stuff like that. But we can't let it get too big. We need to still take care of what we need to take care of, do our jobs, assignments, and play duck football still.
It's been almost more than 2 years since you beat OSU in Corvallis. Do people still bring that game up to you? Just kind of the memories of you going in there and upsetting them?
Just every now and then, but that was 2 years ago. They're a new team, so.
Where do you rank that among kind of the best kind of performances you've done as a quarterback?
That game?
Yeah, incredibly efficient.
Probably my top 5, top 10, definitely.
How satisfying has this season been to come from 500 and now go on a 5-game winning streak?
It's awesome feeling for us, because this is what the Ducks are used to, winning, so, and I'm just glad we got to pick it up, and the old lineman definitely is big thanks to them, and the defense is getting better every single week, so it's been great.
How's a season like this different from one where you just, you're winning almost every game, or you are winning every game?
Differs because at first we weren't winning every game, so now that we're starting to win more, it's just it feels good. It feels good, and it helps us play better each and every week. So we're just getting better every week.
Well, yeah. How is the emotional side different when you're not just coming out of the gate strong and you have to overcome a little adversity?
Like you said, you just have to overcome the adversity. You have to whatever's going on. The outsiders don't worry about none of that. Everything that matters is everybody in this program. That goes from the athletic director, Phil Knight, our coaches, trainers, players. It's all of us. That's all that matters. We're not worried about anybody outside of that. And so I'm just glad we're back on the right track.
So you said that the OSU game was in your top 10. Can we assume the USC game was number 1?
I don't know. I threw an interception, so I don't really count that as a number 1. So.
Oh, okay.
During this 5-game win streak, a lot of people have talked about your play, the receivers' play, but have you put into perspective how good Royce Freeman has been this season as a whole?
Oh, definitely. He's been so great for us, and he's probably the most underrated back in the country. He should definitely be in the Heisman talk. I tell him every game he's the best running back in the nation, and he is the best running back in the nation. So I'm upset because he don't get enough credit that he deserves. He really puts his team on his back, and he should be our Offensive Player of the Year.
Earlier this year, Helfrich really praised Freeman's pass catching. He's become a much better receiver. How do you work with him? Do you see that from him as being a really good target for you?
Yeah, you just have to trust our guys. We're in college, he's a true sophomore, but we're more than halfway done with the year, so pretty much he's a junior. He's a junior now, so and he's the workhorse of the running backs and of the team. So I trust him, and guys get on drugs all the time to catch balls, so it's just catching a football.
Vernon, I might have missed this earlier, but what do you know about the Civil War rivalry, and are guys talking about that this week?
I just know it's another rivalry, and we're not saying too much about it, just focusing on us and trying to get this win this week.